Hazing should have played, but Biffy is going to be the stand-in. Checked his face it out. He has like 3k elo, 17 average. It looks good. Looks like a good face-it demon. We'll see what he can do here. Ooh, and we have an AFK, but first damage is going to be exchanged either way, so no resets coming in here. Highness taken down. From the back, they arrive, but the aim is just not there. What is happening right now? Look at this. Look at this. As the AFK player is now alive as well, but he's going towards mid. Going for the backstab, in fact. I have no idea how the Gladiators have pieced this one together. Miata and John do get the frags, but now Spirit, who was AFK, has arrived, and they do have to deal with him. Like, that is the problem. What are we doing here? Okay, he does go down. Man, is that a weird round. Fluffy Gangsters get the W, but just a weird one to watch unfold. Okay, well, I'll be that. This is the Gladiators map pick, so they would certainly love to get some rounds on the board. I think it's their only chance if they want to win out this best of 3. You gotta win your map pick, boys. Will be Fluffy Gangsters now with the first round. And Gladiators actually forcing. So either they win with these Galils or this is going to be a 0-3. And as I say that, seems like the Galils are going to be good for business. Spray down 2. Looking for the third. Yura Miata is there. He's going to relocate as well. Soul B. Gonna spam through the smoke. Tagging a couple more up. Nate comes in. This is just a weird best of 3 so far. I mean, 2 rounds in and I already feel like we're gonna be seeing a lot of questionable rounds. Yuramiata is just gonna stay in the corner. I think there's a possibility he can go for a ninja defuse. Depends. If the Goose player evacuates, nobody is gonna check him from short. I don't think so. He's gonna try to get on side, get the headshot, and I mean, he could go for the defuse, but yeah, I guess played it a little bit too aggressive. There was no kit either, so with a kit, perhaps a ninja defuse here, I think. He did what he can do. At his best. So in the push, he's gonna come in. It's a rather fast approach. Soul B with the frag. Soul B with another W, just lives up to his username. W keys out of there. That is a cool username. What is that? Blaze Velo. Blaze Velo is his name. Are you kidding me? What kind of brain rot in-game name is that? Well, John will be shut down. Mr. Blaze Velone. Good lord. Yeah, but so far, just a weird couple of rounds. Gladiators will... There you go, the man main of the action. Surprised he's not wearing, like, V-Lone. Something. There's gonna be Gladiators on 2. Now we get to see them USPs on Fluffy Gangsters. Towards long. Flashes come through, a lot of misses. Takanashi will try to get away. That was a bit of a weird round. Doesn't exactly go how they wanted it to. Huckler will be taken down. 3v5 now. How have they done this with the USPs? That's insane. Ooh, shot missed. Getting tagged up, but yeah, I don't want to push too much because they will punish it. They know where Spirit is, they know where another player down towards lower is, but they don't expect Mr. Blaze V-Lone to be on side already. Soul B though, finds a refrag, so still a player advantage is there. John now picks up the AK as well. Tries to fake it out, but they drop the molly. The upper though, now both positions known, and they can go for a backstab. Nags though is gonna hit the shot. 2v2. Seems like they both will be arriving from CD. The fact that they've made this into a 2v2 with weapons, just USPs, nothing invested, is absolute madness. We'll see how much more they can get here. They get on site, Soul B finds ahead, and they should know where the Opera is. It's Snakes on very low HP. They're just gonna smoke him off. That is the perfect play. If they spam through the smoke, there is no way to clutch this out. He pushes through, taken down. And Fluffy Gangsters. I said this is gonna be just a weird game to watch. It is. Fluffy Gangsters find around with just the USPs. Yeah, I don't know how they get those first two opening frags with the USPs. Like, that should never go down. Never. One, maybe, but then the refrag. But two without a refrag, I mean, that is what lost the round here for the Gladiators. Just unfortunate. Now, the upper battle, and Udamiata will win it out up against Blaze V-Lone. I swear to God, I'm just gonna call him Blaze. They don't pay me enough to say Blaze V-Lone every time. Soul B and John are gonna get the frags. And that's that. Gladiators, they might have had a good start, but the fact they lose up against USPs really does them dirty. This was a force round as well, so next one is just Glocks. They effectively lose 3 rounds after losing just 1. So, not what we expected. Certainly not. Gladiators almost threw it all away. We'll see what else they can do. Smoke's laid down, sword flashes. And they will move towards CD. That's a nice pickup from Naix. Smoke down. Actually, there's only one player on B, but Soul B finds a frag. Udamiata with one as well. There's the double op setup. Wait, maybe it was even... There's no way this is triple ops, right? Wait, this player in CT? No, okay. Only double ops. It's still double ops, you know, in the 5th round of play. That is a bit crazy. We'll see what they can do with this. Yeah, now just gonna be put on pistols. I mean, again, losing up against USPs. You should be punished like that if that happens, right? I think that's... Everyone can agree about that. John is gonna get the frag. Try to get away. They push CT, low on bullets, and surely not again. 2 of these Gladiators players are very low. They will choose to just W key short, it seems. No respect for the smoke. Again, shots missed. Hey, this is getting weird. I don't like where this is going. Long range gets one, but only one. And now A side is open for business. They are gonna find this, though. But they find the open bomb set. So, I mean, with literally almost no investment, getting the plant. And a 2v3, not too bad. M4 retrieved as well. Huckler will have to do so much in this round, but he's eliminated, so, you know, don't exactly throw this round away. But they still give the plant away, which is just valuable cash that Gladiators can now get in their hands. Yeah, I think everyone can agree that this should be a 2-0 game. Maybe we're overlooking something. It is also not the Gaming Gladiators, the Danish team with no Dios, Nikodas. No, this is just the Gladiators. So there's a difference. This one is from Russia. They are on HLTV, but absolutely no information about them. I don't think they play like one game. I don't even know how they're in the semis, to be honest. They play like 2 games in the group stage. Fluffy Gangsters, well, Russian org as well. I think Chopper played in it. Maybe also Magic's. A long time ago. Ooh, nice shot by Rumiata. That's Snakes with the double and Fluffy Gangsters with the 5th. Yeah, the start might have been a bit one-sided, but it feels like with every round, you know, it just gets more and more like it should go. Fluffy Gangsters converting easily. Ooh, okay. Blaze V-Lone is gonna get one, but Biffy with the refrag. Soul B and Highness come in as well, and this first rifle round in a while for Gladiators just doesn't go their way at all. I mean, this is 1v3 now, or Soul B, no issues, is gonna take the head of Blaze V. Blaze V-Lone. And every time, it gets me every time. Blaze V-Lone. Oh yeah, I'm semi-professional CS2 player. My name is Blaze V-Lone. John and Yuramiata with the frags. Highness with the one as well. Snakes will get one back, but this really just seems like Fluffy Gangsters want to put this one to bed. Certainly has felt one-sided. I mean, this could have been a close game if only they didn't lose up against those USPs, right? And we have to remember this was a 2-2 game, I think? 2-1. Yo, this was... Yo, that's crazy. This is 2-1 for Gaming Gladiators. Or just the Gladiators, not the gaming ones. Not the same team. This is 2-1 for Gladiators. Then they lose up against USPs, and you know, from there it just rolled only to one side here. As Fluffy Gangsters reach 7. Well, another chance to do something with the rifles. They do get their hands on them. Util now comes in, Peak there as well. Yuramiat and Blaze actually do get the frags. John gets one on W. And Soul B arrives with the backstab. Ooh, Soul B with the frag on Huckler. Biffy is currently on 0 frags. 0 kills and 9 deaths. So, you know, for somebody who's 3.3k elo on Faceit, with good average kills and KD, I checked his Faceit before this, it's a little bit weird, I'll give you that much. Yeah, there you go, talk about the man of the hour, Biffy is at least gonna get the frag. At least one, you know, that's what you need sometimes. He's gonna try to move in. Highness will catch him off guard. No problem. So 8-2 now. 2 more rounds in this half. I mean, this is the map pick of Gladiators. It's not really going their way at all, and I feel like we're gonna be seeing even more of this on Ancient. Sure, Dust 2 is an aim map, so, you know, maybe Fluffy Gangsters are just better aim-wise, but if they're better aim-wise, you know, where are they not better? That's kind of the question. Yuramiata, yeah, they just, you know, every single time get the opening frag and play from there. Hasn't been too difficult for them to do it. John. We'll get the headshot on W, though. Yuramiata gets Nikes as well. Biffy still 1-10. Oh, it's not pretty. But Yuramiata deals with business as usual. 3 on the board. Just Biffy left alive. Oh, there you go. That's the 2 kills then. But needs a lot more. Needs the 4-piece. So, maybe if the first best of 3 of the day was an upset, you know, Fortis winning 2-0, that was unexpected for them to play so well up against Peep, but You know, ultimately here, I don't think we're going to see any kind of an upset. This just seems to be one of the quicker games that we've watched so far. Trying to get away from these angles. They are moving. Wait, what? What? Well, that's how to open up B, I guess. Just one impact frag. The second one towards lower doesn't even count that much. Biffy, there you go. That's his third now. He has activated a little bit. And I don't expect this. Aggressive peak. John has to do it all. Taken down. Gladiators at least get 3 before we head into the second half. Well, we'll see if anything else is possible. Kind of feel like this game is over. Maybe the pistol round proves me wrong. They're gonna push mid, which is a bold move and will confirm information for both teams. Actually want to run them down. That's a clean shot from Huckler. The double. Oh my god, what? Where did that come from? That is a crazy triple. But Solby and John still find the frags. So, a 2v3 now. We have a player towards B and a player long. Literally couldn't be any more further apart. And now they're going to push in together with the pistols. So the first is found, but does he expect the second? John here will pick up the USP. Oh, that's a nice elimination by Biffy. And now they spot this as well. Sol B. Oh, crazy first shot. Waiting for the peak, actually. They swing into it. Biffy gets the kill. So said that he has to start showing up. Well, seems like this is going to be one of the ways how he does it. Great find by Biffy. Alright, 4 then. This was a 9-1, 9-2 game, I believe. So, we're already writing this off as a done deal. Maybe. Just maybe. There's a couple more rounds left in the tank. This is the Gladiators map pick after all, and sometimes on Dust you just have very good one side, but not the other. So we'll see what they can do. This one is gonna be the force from the fluffy gangsters, and he's just gonna be shut down so easily. Minato will find 2 with the AK, not too bad in eliminating rifles department, but I mean, what else really? So 4 turns into 5. And the buy from fluffy gangsters is gonna be a little bit all over the place. But ultimately 2 AKs and a Galil there. So, 5-9 the scoreline. Fluffy gangsters moving towards long. Smoke's raining in. Gonna push through them. 2 players on the other side. W gets a frag. But are they aware of 2? There's mid information as well. Blaze V-Lone, my favorite in-game name of all time, is gonna get 2 kills. Which makes it a 2v4. Fluffy gangsters, it seemed like it was all over at the 92 scoreline, but really, they've done a great job to get back in the game here, Gladiators. And look at the cash as well. I mean, Jura Miyata is lucky if he's able to pick up the AK here. Other than that, I think just looking for the save. Yep, that's the AK. Still a minute to go, so if they want to, they can go and, you know, try to find a player here or there. If you lose these rifles, you're back on pistols. That would mean 7 to 9 here. This is being heard. There's even the double setup. They swing in. This one is found. Refrag there by Highness. Now left in a 1v2. Those are the two A players eliminated. And what are we doing here? Are we going back? Are we going to B? But the mid player though, mid is gonna be there. And yeah, Nakes gonna have no problem dealing with that one. So very well done. Gladiators convert the 6th. Put Fluffy Gangsters on. Well, you can see what they have. Nothing really. And yeah, I feel like we got to strap in for a way closer game than perhaps we expected. Moving towards lower, long range. W with the one. Highness with the refrag though. Now Huckler, even though he gets the frag, okay, Biffy will arrive to help him out. And so no problems really posed. Looked a little bit shaky there at first. Now just turns into slaughter. Biffy's a 913. I mean, I gotta commend him. He was on, I believe, 1 kill and 10 deaths. So effectively he has gotten an 8-3 scoreline after I mentioned it. Oh my god, the boost doesn't work out. W is actually pre-aiming it, which is a little bit crazy to expect that. And Gladiators, I mean, my props to them. Again, they've really impressed me here. This is doing a lot of work that you just did not expect to happen, really. W. We'll get John. Moving in towards double doors. W with another frag. 2v5 now, and the Gladiators really just ripping through this one. Wallbang headshot on Soul B, and there was nothing that Fluffy Gangsters could do in this round, could they? They just got shut down left, right, and center. So Highness looking to save, 40 seconds on the clock. Long range and just taken down by Huckler. This is 0 rounds for Fluffy Gangsters on the T side, and I can't even say that, you know, oh, but that was close or this was close. No, this has just been straight up slaughter coming in from the Gladiators. I think they've gotten like 1 plant so far. Okay, gonna be a quick push towards B. I guess this was what they needed, just some aggression, but Biffy still finds a frag, has to be careful, finds another. They actually smoked themselves off. They could have peeked him, but because of the smoke, they can't push through it anymore. It seems like Fluffy Gangsters will be shut down again, although they do get rid of Biffy. Highness picks up another one with the op and have to be careful through the smoke. Huckler finds one, Highness with another. 1v1 now up against Snakes. This has to be the quad kill. And they each know where the other player is. Smoke has already disappeared. But really, Highness is the one who has to do things here. He has the plan. We'll actually go looking for the player is spotted, and that's Gladiators finding the kill and finding the 9th. This was a 9-2 scoreline. 7 rounds in a row now. Absolute madness for the Gladiators, and they're hungry for more, man. You can tell. They won their map pick. Nobody believed in them. I didn't either. It was 9-2. I was like, let's just get this one over with. Well, guess what? Biffy, especially after having 1-10 scoreline, now is on 11-14. Which effectively means 10 kills and 4 deaths in these last rounds. Highness is going to get Huckler. That is a big entry frag. That's exactly what Fluffy Gangsters have been looking for. Just some way to get that first kill going. Long range. Looking for the player. Spirit is there. Taken down by Soul B. So, previously we saw Gladiators just winning out all the gun duels. Seems like everything is shifted now. It's gonna be Fluffy Gangster just finding all the kills. Biffy will be there with one, but this really has to be the play of the century then, and especially with Nikes going down. They actually go towards B, so Biffy given a chance to get the first, not able to convert. Fluffy Gangsters reached the double digits first after all. Shot missed towards Suicide. Takanashi. Pushing in. I said I love these in-game names on both sides actually for different reasons. Takanashi and Yura Miyata just sounds like something straight up out of an anime, so sounds kind of Japanese, kind of cool. Then for Gladiators, my man is called Blaze V-Lone. Like, that is a crazy in-game name. Imagine having a major sticker with Mr. Blaze V-Lone. Oh my god, talk about him! The double! That is crazy stuff with the Deagle. John will get the refrag, but seems like Gladiators on this rather low buy have found a way how to convert. They see the shadow as well. Nakes is in the perfect position to convert. And it's gonna be 10-10 on the scoreboard. Gladiators, they're not letting this one slip. Has been a huge comeback for them. And just a couple more needed. So, push going to come in. Alright, long range, Blaze V-Lone, he still stays strong. Has been the hero of these last rounds that we've seen. Has been doing so much action to just keep this one rolling. So much work, really. And across on the other side. What do they find? A rather empty bomb site. They're not exactly calling this. They thought that this was going to be mid. They spot the head though, and John B finds the frag. So, yeah, big misread here from the Gladiators. This is not how they were looking for this round to go. Oh, what an attempt from Nakes. I can't believe he goes for it. Push him through smokes, though. Blaze V-Lone gets his second, but gets taken down. And now, a 3v3 coming in, but John finds another. And there's a long player as well. This is a difficult setup to deal with, especially with Nikes going down. It does seem like this is going to be if Biffy with one, but that's it. After all, going to be the 11th on the board for Fluffy Gangsters. So, I mean, again, they are the better team. We expected them to win this. We expected them to just close out ASAP when we saw that 92 scoreline. But at least for now, things are going to be way closer than that. And I have seen games like this get out of hand plenty of times. I would be a little bit worried by the Fluffy Gangsters here. But Yura Miyata is still going to find the frag. Blaze V-Lone with the refrag again. He has been instrumental in winning these last couple of rounds. Big nade. That just deals so much damage. Blaze V-Lone with the double. Can't even get the words out. It's how crazy this action is. Highness with the refrag through the smoke wall and head on Biffy. I mean, this is just getting crazy. Clips coming out of both sides. But yeah, I mean, Blaze Velone, he's still gonna be alive. He's, I think, gotten like... Actually, let me count. He's gotten like 8 frags in these last... Yeah, it's actually 8. 8 frags in these last 3 rounds. I mean, my guy has just been doing it all, trying to close the game. And Nakes is gonna find Highness, so just Yuramiata left alive. I feel like they're really close. I don't even feel like it, you know, you can see. Nikes is gonna get the frag on Yuramiata. 11 to 11. We'll see how things go. In this one. So, 11 to 11. Chance for both sides really here to win for different reasons. For Gladiators, like, if they want to win the whole best of 3, this has to be their map. It's their map pick. I feel like Ancient is going Fluffy Gangsters' way, you know, 100% of the time. So, gotta win this map. It's gonna be Huckler and Nakes with the double frag. Blaze Velone, the hero, again, strikes through the smoke. And that could be what shuts this one down. It's just the Glock on Fluffy Gangsters. Soul B will find one, but surely Huckler will take him down. The 12th has been found by the Gladiators. Just one more round to go here is all that they need, really. But the buy will be there for Fluffy Gangsters. So one chance. I mean, if you look at this statistically, like, they've won 2 rifle rounds, right? So Gladiators in the second half, they've won 9. This should, you know, should expect the Gladiators to win here. But I feel like with how things have been going recently, we're probably just waiting to get into that overtime, aren't we? It's gonna be Spirit. Spint. Oh, my bad. I thought his name was Spirit. I was casting a Spirit yesterday for 2 games, so excuse me on the Force Reload squad. Gonna be Highness holding the double doors then. Waiting for the push to come through. Such a slow round, nobody wants to make the first mistake. There's smokes laid down towards short. There's some extra util thrown. W has to be careful, goes for the peek, and John will punish it. It's a 4v5 now. They blow open the smoke, find 2 on the other side, and of course, Soul B finds the frag. So I think overtime it is, isn't it? Unless Snakes does it all here, catches 1, almost a second. Oh, that was doable, but Highness and Yuramiata find 2 more. So there's gonna be nobody left alive in this. 12 to 12, we go to overtime, which I think was the most unexpected outcome after that 9 to 2 scoreline ever. Especially on 12 and 11, you know, you've won 9 rounds. Fluffy Gangsters have won 2. And of course, you know, Fluffy Gangsters push it to overtime. Push it. We'll be having a 12 to 12 scoreline still. But I feel like with overtime now coming up, you know, that was Gladiator's chance to close out in regulation. I feel like now Fluffy Gangsters get the upper hand again. W just gets the instant headshot on Yuramiata. Going for the swing in. Huckler gets another frag. And I said Gladiators, they're going to struggle in overtime. Well, no problems posed. John is going to find a refrag though, but still a 3v4. It seems to me I think the Gladiators have quite the advantage in this round. Three v4. Fluffy Gangsters move in towards long. Sol B finds another, and the Gangsters slowly but surely are making it work. Sol B with a huge double there will secure the A side open, and the bomb will go down. So the Gladiators just lose this one. I mean, this was a 3v5. They lose 3 players in a quick succession, and the cash is gonna be there, so sure, you know, try to explore and go for it, but I feel like this is just too far gone, isn't it? Sol B hears this, takes the swing, W with the refrag, has to clutch out a 1v2, peeks, weird timing, picks up the AK, long range, finds one, the double, almost there, hold on, this is still doable, there's 10 seconds on the clock, he has to find Highness, time is of essence here, but he will be taken down. Man, is that a close round, something we did not expect at all. So this really just goes both ways, you know, 5v3 turns into almost guaranteed victory after the bomb plant, but then they still can't do it. Barely squeeze it out. I think we might actually be in for a very exciting best of 3. Something I did not expect, really. Thought this was going to be as one-sided as it gets. I like what they've done here. So Fluffy Gangsters take the lead for the first time in a while. You know, they were up 9-2 here. They're lucky to even be in this overtime. So, we'll see what else is left in the tank here. That is a nice cinematic shot right there. The A bomb site. That was of target of Fluffy Gangsters in the previous round. Seems like in this one they want to go towards A again, but waiting out this early utility. Are just going to push through now, but do they expect Biffy? This is a huge position to be in. Huge to get a double. The refrag is there from Huckler as well. And that is Fluffy Gangsters trying to go for a quick push. I mean, just the perfect position from Biffy, really. Goes uncleared. That is a hard spot to clear as well, because normally you're like, gotta look left, you gotta look right. Blaze Velo, and my man finds another. Leaving just Yura Miyata left in this. Finds the first, low HP. The USP will be what finishes him off. So we're getting close. We're getting real close here, I guess. 13-13, I mean, literally not a single round separating the two. Was the case in regulation time as well. That's even the reason why we're here in the first place. But how many more is the question? I almost feel like Gladiators now, after winning that round, you know, have a bit of an advantage mentally. W is just gonna get Tech Kanashi, and that's a weird play to just go for the push immediately. Huckler, low HP, but will still keep Gladiators at the player advantage. The Fluffy Gangsters, the 3-piece of them moving down towards long. Smokes will be thrown, and that is a nice lurk smoke. Lurk around it, take a peek. Blaze Velone goes down though, so now low HP on both sides, 3v3, but look at this long aggression. I don't know if they expect Biffy. He has been playing so well, and they're just not going to be clearing this, so he finds one for free. Might not expect that. Wait, what? That took so much time for Sol B to find out where Biffy is. 2v2 now, peek towards short. Highness gets the frag, 1v1. Nake's looking for the frag. They get tagged up. Highness on 40 HP needs to find the frag on the USP. Nakes finds the headshot and finds the 14th for the Gladiators here. That is a crazy round to convert. As I said, you know, Fluffy Gangsters definitely the favorites of this matchup. So for Gladiators, they need this map pick, right? They need their dust too. Ancient, I'm almost 100% sure goes the way of Fluffy Gangsters, and then, you know, they can try to fight it out on Anubis. I think that's the plan. Blaze Vlone opens up big with a frag on Highness to open things up. So Spint, I was calling this guy Spirit all game long. It's Spint. Going towards short. Caught in a very weird position. Feel like you should have cleared it, but can't blame him. Takanashi looks like Yakinder after too much McDonald's. Huckler is going to get Takanashi though. Long range. Nikes finds another. And this is going to be map point again for Gladiators. This time with 2 chances to close things out. It's still a 2v4, so maybe there's a chance in a way to piece it together. Low HPs, John arrives, but so many angles to check. Yeah, that it will be the map point secured for the Gladiators. 15 on the board. They couldn't close out in regulation time when they only had 1 round to do it. This time they'll have 2. 2 chances to just seal the deal here. Win your map pick. Do something that many didn't expect you to do. And then try your best. Bring it over the line in the next one. Terrorists win. Alright, well, this certainly makes things interesting. Makes things exciting. But will they be able to close out this game? That's the real question here. Long range, Spint. Looking for the frag. Blaze Vlone will push in. You just need 1 round. Spot the B player. This is crazy aggression, so John will punish it. I mean, you should not have expected to just get a freebie round out of that play. Yuro Miyata gets one with the op as well, so this really shuts down the Gladiators, doesn't it? This puts them in now a 3v5. Where I don't even know how they can get back into this. Flash comes in, Huckler. Smoking towards CT. Nice flash there. Huckler will get Soul B. Ooh, Huckler gets another one on Takanashi. What is this, man? I thought this game was not over yet. Highness will find one though, but Huckler just 2 crucial impact frags to open up the site. And now Nakes is left on the side, but with the nade taken down, Huckler has to complete it all. It has to be the ace clutch. He finds the first. Nice shooting. Yuri Miyata is just too close. Gets the refrag. 14 on the board for Fluffy Gangsters, so they hold on. But again, I simply feel like this has been really back and forth so far. They almost feel like the Gladiators, they just have... Maybe they can't even like believe it, you know, properly. They're like, oh, I don't know if we can win this. They seem like the way better team. Like it could be a problem of just not believing you can win things out. Push coming in towards short. Nakes will get the opening frag, and seems like this just blitzkrieg W key type of a play will work out. Nakes will find another one. Blaze V-load with the frag, and this is probably the most confident way how to close out the map. They heard me, they were like, no, we actually believe we can win this, and they show it. Hold on. Highness, though, is gonna get the double. They don't even plan to bomb. No way, the Gladiators. This is a 2v5. Turns into a 2v2 in no time. They expect the CD player, though. W gets a frag, and now it has to be Highness clutching it out. Has been on 22 frags all throughout the game. Has been playing very well. But a 1v2 is just gonna be 2. See what happens here. Seems like the stand-in is gonna be Nazing. That's your guy. I mean, Biffy is banned on a different tournament, I guess, so he can't play. I didn't really understand exactly why we got to replay this, but hey, it is what it is. Gonna be the rematch. Push comes through. Sol B gets one. Huckler with another. And Yura Miyata does stand strong with the USP. Hazing, though, comes in with the double with the USP. Oh, what? How does he... Okay. Gladiators, seems like, you know, with a stand-in, with a different stand-in, doesn't matter for them. And they are still gonna get the first round on the board here. So, yeah, exciting. We'll see what happens in this one. Be pushing towards lower. Sol B finds W. Lays down the smoke as well. Now the 4v5 underway. I mean, this is the force from Fluffy Gangsters, so it wouldn't be, you know, too much out of the ordinary if they convert. Huckler, though, is going to find John. So 4v4 now. Moving in towards what seems to be the A site. I think they spotted like a shoulder there. Ooh, they spot this player. Tagged up even a little bit more. Everyone is towards A. Meanwhile, as I say that, we also have this mid player, which is a little bit crazy, but ultimately it is the A stack. And maybe, you know, from mid you can do something there. Sol B certainly might have an advantage, but oh, I think he's being heard, so... Oh no, what is happening here? The stand-in of Hazing, I mean... That's not exactly what you want to see. He's done 3 kills though, did great in the pistol, but this round, a lot of fumbles. A lot of problems, really. Will be the bomb plant going down. They go in for the boost though. That is a nice pickup from Highness. And at this point, this 2v4 seems rather unwinnable. All weapons have been picked up. Fluffy Gangsters, no problem converting this. And this is where it all fell apart for the Gladiators in the first game. If you guys remember, it was, I believe, 2-1. It's a very early game, and then, you know, Gladiators lost up against a lower buy around maybe that they shouldn't lose, and that was it. That was 9-2, even though they made the comeback. They're certainly prone to losing a lot in a row if things don't look too good for them. So I'm gonna be interested to see how this one goes. Still plenty of rounds to go here. I've already lost Huckler. This is really just throwing anything at the wall and seeing if it sticks. Ooh, Takanashi and John are gonna get the frags. W with a crazy deagle frag. He needs another. If he can get this one, then things can maybe look up for Gladiators, but for now it's gonna be Fluffy Gangsters securing the second. Quick recovery after losing that pistol, and now we'll see what they're able to do here. Well, alright then. We'll see where this one takes us. Towards long, it seems. Highness is just going to deal with that aggression any day of the week. Mr. Blaze Reload still can't get over that username. Is going to go down. He was great in the previous map. You know, he was the one to actually push things to overtime, to actually close things out. So keep an eye out for him. But at least in this round, he will have lost the rifle. So, 3v4, moving towards that A site. Oh, that is clean from Sol B. He's looking for 2, though. But he's there all alone, isolated. I mean, this has to be his round. You know, check at this. There is that backstab on short as well. Buckler finds a frag. Weird timing, but Sol B really has to do it all. Goes for the swing in, gets the headshot, but not ready for the short push. And that leaves Miyata in a 1v2, where he chooses to, I guess, go for it. At least test out his luck and go towards long. But I think this might be heard from short. Yeah, you can see they're relocating. They know that this is going to be the long play. So yeah, the short player gets all the information. I mean, this should be where things end. No kills offered up to him. We'll just have to try and find him on his own. And with time ticking down. Seems like it will be Gladiators putting the 2-2 scoreline on the board. Alright, well, so far, literally a repeat of what we saw in that first map. You know, things going the way of the fluffy gangsters. At first was a 2-2, and this was the breaking point. This was where they really put up a huge lead. But I almost feel like if Gladiators, you know, if they're not able to lose a pistol, that's going to be quite hard to do, then I think they might actually have the upper hand, because we have to remember Fluffy Gangsters' T side was looking just diabolical. They had like 3 rounds and 12 played. And so if they just get through this one with ease, I mean, it shouldn't be too difficult to convert. Good range, Miyata will miss the shot though. Another peek, another frag picked up, the double. Oh my god, okay. I guess that's all you need, isn't it? Just one player to show up big. It's gonna be Huckler to move towards mid. Taken down by Takanashi. 3 on the board. Fluffy Gangsters do remain in the lead here. I think that's what kind of everyone was a little bit worried about. That the Gladiators, you know, after they win for the first time on Nuke, on Dust 2, up against Fluffy Gangsters, it's so close, and I feel like, you know, they might have run out of steam, because, you know, prepare for a long night here. This is just the rematch or replaying things here, so you know how these games go. It could really take its sweet time. Sol B is going to find a double with the MP9, though. Heading towards mid now. Miyata finds W as well. 2v4 now. Looking to head towards A, it seems. John gets the frag on Huckler, and that is Fluffy Gangsters comfortably shutting this one down. I mean, this was a low buy round, so not going to go too hard on the Gladiators here, but again, you know, you might have been able to come back once. We'll see if that's true twice. Only a 2-round lead for now, but hey, they win this round up against pistols. It's going to be 3, and another rifle converted might even move up to 5. Highness, Solby, and John. With all the frags picked up, one of the quickest rounds of this best of 3. We'll put Fluffy Gangsters at the 5-round advantage. And now they're looking to win this rifle, which would be huge for them, right? They win this rifle, that would technically mean 7, and I mean we would get an exact repeat of the previous game. It was 5-10 in the previous, it was in fact 9-2. At which point the Gladiators did get the first round on the board, so it's a bit eerie, you know, how similar these two games really are. Takanashi is going to get the opening frag on Spint, and that was pretty much nothing that he can do in that situation. Taken down without a fight. Now the Gladiators set up towards mid, but just a slow approach to things here. Ooh, Huckler is gonna get Highness. So 4v4 now. But a minute left on the clock. Heading towards CD, it seems. Sol B, long range. Aim is not good at all. Connects the ding, but not the required 10 HP. But check out this engagement. Takanashi had pushed up, eliminated easily, so this is pretty much round. Gladiators break the pattern of the previous game. We'll put the 3rd round on the board rather easily. As I say that, John still finds a frag, but look at the HP. Uramiata is on an AVP as well, so, you know, the worst weapon to try and clutch this out with. I'll just give him the opportunity to save here. Ooh, long range. Long range. Has to be careful. Uramiata is tagged up. We'll get away from the angle. Alright then, smoke laid down as well. It is gonna be 5-2 here on the scoreboard. Shot missed, uncharacteristic. Now they double swing him. They might need help from John, but he's low as well. This would be horrible to go down after the clock runs down, dude. Oh, that was close. Alright then, well, guess what? Gladiators are going to convert the 3rd, but the problem is that Fluffy Gangsters really built up a lot of economy here, so it does mean that, you know, they're going to be on 5k. I believe it's like 8k on Uramiata, so you lose this round, going to rebuy again. You lose that round, probably able to rebuy again. Nakes with a big entry. He's done Highness. 4-4 now. Fluffy Gangsters have had a bit of a problem where they have the early player advantage and they just throw it away. John won't be cleared at all, so I think he should just get a freebie here. Stands up, looking for the 2nd. Takes the swing, gets the 2nd, not the 3rd though. Nakes will take him down, and 2v3 now unfolds, or Sol B pushes up. Huckler will take him down though. And again, this is twice now where they have the player advantage, and they pretty much just throw it away for no reason, right? Like, twice in this round, and the previous round that happens as well. Still a 2v2, just a slow round. Either a killing spree or silence before the storm. Gladiators to move up towards long, but Fluffy Gangsters do have the read on this, so it's going to be the double player setup. Smokes now illuminate their position perfectly. Uramiata has to hit this headshot kill, otherwise they get the plan. Ooh, it is going to be the connection. Now 1v2 for Nakes. He might be able to plant the bomb, but the molly is perfect, and so is Takanashi's swing. Fluffy will find the 6th, so still remaining in the lead. Now you start to worry a little bit for the Gladiators again, because we saw the same pattern in the first map we watched. Gangsters versus Gladiators. duel, but you know that one was an interesting one where it was 9-2 lead for the Gangsters and Gladiators somehow pushed overtime. But here, I don't think they're gonna make the same mistake twice. As John deals with the problems towards lower, Gladiators need a couple more rounds on this T side. Even though, yeah, their CT looked way better. Fluffy Gangsters T side looked a little bit horrendous in the first map, but I still feel like, you know, you just need these rounds. 2 more to go. Gladiators need at least 1. I would say 1 minimum here. Obviously 2 would be preferred. But again, they will be looking to make that second half comeback. Otherwise, it would be unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, you gotta play with the rules. You can't play with illegal stand-ins, and as Biffy was one, things get replayed. Going towards short. The pistols stand no chance in that engagement. First strike found, 2 more players located as well. Blaze will get 1. But I think anything else really is rather impossible. Scout now picked up on Spint, has not been having a good game. 1 kill and 10 deaths. Blaze as well, he was the standout player in the first game. And this one hasn't really found that same performance. So a lot of problems here for the Gladiators. And this round, I mean, pistols only seems to go their way as well. W gets a nice pickup with the scout, I'll give him that much. Now Huckler left in the 1v3. Gets the first. Okay. No weapon though, and they will swing him together. There is an op on Yura though, so if maybe Yura misses, he won't. Actually hits a pretty nice shot there. It's gonna be Fluffy on 8. So I mean, in the first match that we watched, the one that doesn't count, was this exact same scoreline. It was 9-3 to finish things off. Okay, it wasn't this exact, but it was 9-3 half with Fluffy on the CT side. So yeah, we'll see if they're able to make the comeback again. Ooh, Hiro Miyata will get hazing to stand in. One to replace Biffy. And Blaze V lone. We'll get a frag back. Hiro Miyata with 1 through the smoke. Moving towards mid. Huckler and Spint have to do it all. They might have the scope in. Hiro Miyata misses, but not with the deagle. And that was really what that round hinged on. You know, maybe they eliminate him, then it's a 2v3. Then you can see what your options are like, but in this one, I mean, it's just 4-8 on the scoreboard. No problems posed at all. And will be John getting the final frag. 9-3. This was the exact scoreline we ended up with in the first Dust 2 we watched. Now the question becomes, can Gladiators make the same monumental comeback that they did in the first time? It did start with a pistol victory. We'll see if they can get the pistols this time. Only 4 rounds for Fluffy Gangsters to get here. Push comes in towards long. Hiro Miyata gets the first. Fluffy Gangsters not looking to make the comeback. Be allowed here for the second time. Now with the player advantage, smoke down. Huckler tries to get in front of it, but more than expected from Takanashi and the squad. Holding the line. Now, backstab player spotted. Make that 2. The Glocks will have no issues converting it. Fluffy have reached double digits, and it seems like this time that comeback is going to be way more difficult to make. As Gladiators now put on just USPs, they either have to force or give up the 11th, and seems like force will be the call. But if they lose this round or disadvantage this round, will be map point for Fluffy Gangsters. Deagle. Sol B. No problems. Maybe the scout will find a low John. But the rest of the queue has arrived. The scout is taken down. Now the Deagle. But the scout didn't really lit up anyone. Oh my way. What? They do get 2. They do 1. No way. How does this happen? What is this round, man? How? This is a 3v4 turn 3v0 with just the Deagles. Oh boy, I'm starting to get some flashbacks. 4th on the board for Gladiators. That is a massive fumble from the fluffy Gangsters. So gonna be fluffy Gangsters moving on towards long. Push comes in through the smoke. 3 of this is crazy work. Blaze will refrag, but it actually gives the call out that 2 more are towards long. This is just turning into an unpredictable game. And not for a fun reason. Blaze will spray down 2, so now they lose both the bomb and the player advantage. Now it's gonna be Takanashi left in the 1v2. Picks up the Galil, swings in, long range, eliminates the short player. 1v1 now up against Spint, and this has to be Spint's round. He's had only 3 kills in this game so far, has been having a very lackluster performance. As he moves in towards short, Takanashi is almost reading this, but it gets weird on both sides, right? Because he just cleared this, so he's not going to expect the short player to be so close up. The P comes in, but W... meaning Spin is going to get the frag. So, 5 on the board for Gladiators. A very close round. Gotta give my props. But that was a force from the fluffy Gangsters. So, what do we do here? We buy an AK? Alright. I don't even know about this game anymore, man. It's just illogical. As it is sometimes. Highness is gonna get Huckler. And they find an empty B-bomb site. Man, what is this game? What is the second half turned into? It's just clown fiesta, I'll be honest. On both sides, just so many mistakes made. They'll now push in with the AK. Plant will still go down, and Takaneshi gets the frag. The picked up AK is now turned into another weapon they can pick up, I think. They're looking for it. John, very close nearby, will spot the player. Molly comes in. This is a difficult retake. Again, it's a B side. John gets the frag. And oh boy, I think we're in for a world of trouble as Takanashi finds another. This will be a fluffy Gangsters find. The 11th. As I say that, nice attempt by Hazing, but taken down. So, 11 on the board. I mean, just not really the match you want to watch too much. I'll be honest, like... I just want to get to Ancient Man. We already played Dust 2. I feel like the first Dust 2 was a lot more entertaining to watch than this one. Because the second half has just really been all over the board. So pushing in, looking to go towards B. A lot of damage dealt here. Oh, W and Blaze V-Lone. Get the double pick up. Soul B in the mix as well. Takaneshi will get a frag. Now a 2v3. This is again a low buy for the Gladiators. What is happening in this game? It just looks like a Face-It level 5 lobby, I'll be honest. Like, look at that. What do you mean? 1v3 now for Soul B. But he's just not going to be checking. Just not going to be checking that player. Nope. Taken down by Spin. The easiest frag of his life. 6 on the board for Gladiators. They are making this one closer. I don't even know anymore, man. Like, I'll just take it one round at a time. 1 second at a time, really. So, let's see what the Deagles can do. I mean, there's been plenty of miracle work done already. Spint does spot these players towards lower. It's a nice nade to damage the whole pack. Blaze Velo moves in though. Finds the first. John is there with the refrag. But as the push continues, shot missed with the op. How do they even have an op in the mix? I am so lost for words right now. I don't know what the second half has turned into. It's one of the weirdest and like what do you mean? You're no? You're not gonna be okay, Hazen gets the frag on Uramiata. 2v4 now. This is spotted, taken care of by Nakes, and Z puts the 7th on the board. Fluffy Gangsters, I mean, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing that we saw before. Seven to 11 the score line, and it's just Glocks for the Fluffy Gangsters. They've had terrible buys for 5 rounds now. There's been nothing but just bad buys, round after round. This is where it culminates really with the Glocks. So, you know, they just get swiped up any day of the week. Well, apart from John's that gets a double, but 8th on the board for the Gladiators. Now we get the rifles back in hands of Fluffy Gangsters. Why do I start to smell? Why do I feel like this is going to be the same thing that happened in the first time we saw Dust 2? Oh boy. Well, the rifles, let's see if Fluffy can put the 12th round on the board, or are we really gonna be seeing the Gladiators making the comeback twice now? And this was a pistol round that Fluffy Gangsters converted as well. That's the crazy part about this, right? Spint has actually heard, has been making the same play all game long, but gets away with ease. 5v5 all unfolds, but Hazing is low. Looking to head towards CT, but that's not a good call because Spint is on the other side and surely they just don't... Oh, shot missed, but they're not aware of Blaze Velo, and that is just punishing. Spint will try to get away. Snakes will get the frag. 1v4 for Highness now, flashes himself in. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is one of the most chaotic endings I've ever seen. Highness finds another. Reloads the op. His exact positioning is known. But... Wait, he's not gonna pick up the AK? No? He's not gonna pick up the AK. In a 1v2 clutch, my boy stays on the op. I mean, he's not even that low. I don't know what's happening anymore. Like... Okay. Well, somebody has spotted somebody. There will be Nakes now coming in with the frag. I'm just lost for words about the second half. It's appalling from both sides, really. And usually I try not to trash these teams too much, you know. Like, I understand you can have a slow day or whatever, but this is just round after round. You just scratch your head and go like, what are we doing here? Like, what's the plan? What was the idea behind this? Well, let's hope one of these teams, I don't even care which one, I just want one of these teams to now play well. It's gonna be same play from Spin. He has been doing this 6 rounds in a row now, just pushing up early on towards lower, getting information on a frag and getting away. Now the push comes in towards B, but the quick B approach doesn't seem to work out too much. Spin has been hitting a lot of shots, needs another one though, will be overrun. No way. 1v2 now. But how do you even get a flag out of this? Spotted. Highness sprayed down through the smoke. The Gladiators put the 10th on the board. Man, I hope this is not overtime. Really, I just... It's so much. If this was a good second half, I'm all for it. I'm all for an overtime in a close game where both teams play well. But this has just been... everything but what you would expect from a pro team on both sides. Even that round, you know, like the deal. Okay. Just gonna take it one round at a time. Fluffy Gangsters now with only one round lead. Their Dust 2 T side is one of the worst I've seen. Making a lot of mistakes, pushing through towards long. Flags do go. What? Soul B gets a double while fully flash. You see what I'm talking about? Like, you just cannot make this up. This is gonna be the Fluffy Gangsters now with one player advantage, but from everything we've seen so far, they always kind of find a way how to fumble that player advantage. And to be honest, Highness is low. Hazing actually just peeks straight up. Gets a lot of information. And there is that backstab coming in, but this is being watched by Uramiata. You can spot the shadow there first. So I think especially with the op. Best Spin can really do is just hold this angle, I think, right? At least cut the backstab off. Hazing still staying aggressive. That nade will finish off one, but he's taken down. So 1v2 for Spint. Surely not. Surely not like this. Fluffy Gangsters have been given the chance to close things out. Oh my god, he switches it. No, this could be a double. It's one, and the double is denied by Uramiata. Alright, 12 on the board for Fluffy Gangsters. I still don't know if they're able to close out without overtime here. And I feel like if it goes to overtime, it's just Gladiators closing it out again. An almost identical scoreline was double digits. Has been double digits in both maps so far. Both Dust 2s. We've had to rewatch because Gladiators were playing with an illegal player. Seems like they need a little bit of Biffy though. A little bit of Biffy. Late stage action. Huckler gets one, but a team kill. Oh my god, Uramiata will make things up by getting one towards mid. But like, how do you get a team kill in a round like this? This is what I'm saying. Like, rewatch the second half. It's just the most chaotic second half I've ever really seen. Blaze V-Lone. Now moving in with the backstab. There's a double backstab actually, but there's a CT player, so I think if there's anyone who can shut this down, it has to be Yura, but oh my god, there is no way. Are we gonna see... I'm gonna line up both. I kind of feel like he gets 0 out of this with the way how things have been going. Still looking for the second. Uramiata finds one and he finds none out of it. Man, this second half has just been an absolute dumpster fire from both sides. Like, imagine this is how you lose. This is how you lose the map. You have the perfect backstab and just can't. So, push towards mid. W Huckler and W again. Oh my god, okay, the Gladiators. This is just as easy it comes, it seems. I mean, this mid push from the Fluffy Gangsters gets stopped dead right in its tracks. If Highness had a bomb here, I mean, would be a bit better, but there's no plant coming through anytime soon. I don't even know what he's doing. Like, just go, dude. Why are we slow? You really... I guess that's that winner's mentality. Yeah, you cannot talk all about it, but I mean, this is a 1v5 with, you have a Glock in your hand. I just rush in. I don't think anyone will really be surprised if he's CT. Highness arrives on the scene. First player is low, but he's not even able to hit the 1 HP player. So, yeah, not sure what all that slow walking was about. Will be just the Gladiators converting the first. I just hope that we don't see the clown fest that we saw at the second half of the first map. Because Dust 2 second half, it was one of the worst things to watch, I'll be honest. I thread lightly on these topics. Normally I don't try to trash teams, but it was one of the times where just both teams were just not doing anything at all. Not playing well at all, having so many troubles, so many rounds where you were just cringing, really. I think that is the best word to use. You're like, ew, that's rough. So I just hope we don't see those type of rounds again, really. Will be the push coming in towards the site. Nakes has found a frag. Bomb plant will go down. Uramiata actually will find one. W taken down though. Blaze V-Lone gets one as well. And so this is an easy second converted by the Gladiators. No plant, nothing for Fluffy Gangsters. But after all, it is their map pick. I wouldn't be too worried really. We're just waiting for them to buy up and we'll see where they take it from there. As we move on, push towards mid is gonna come in and just overwhelmed really. The flash catches them off guard. They try to refrag, but all three fall towards mid. And yeah, Gladiators, good for them for picking up that pistol, but I feel like this is what we're gonna be seeing in these rifle rounds. Like, it's just different. Oh, wait, huh? A team kill comes in. Soul B does find refrag, and yeah, no problems posed after that refrag, but still. Yeah, again, I hope we don't see, you know, that second half of Dust 2 coming in where both teams make so many mistakes. We did see a team kill there, you know, getting a little bit shaky. But ultimately, it will just be the first converter for Fluffy Gangsters, and they actually put Gladiators on spending all of their money. So they'll lose this round with a Mag 7 Deagle and MP9. They go on to just pistols, and Fluffy Gangsters take the lead. A lot of early damage. Highness will be the one to get the frag. Looks for the double, gets it. It seems like this round is almost over. Huckler with a nice MP9 frag will pick up the AK, but Soul B's wallbang headshot is what puts this round to rest, really. The 2v4, even spraying in the right direction. How does Takanashi... Why did you not move, Hazing? That's also a question. Yura Miyata will get Huckler, and that is now 2 for Fluffy Gangsters. No trouble confirming that round. So, 2-2 on the scoreboard. We're gonna have just the pistols on Gladiators, although we've seen them convert some rounds like this on Dust 2. I'm a little bit worried, to be honest. But seems like Fluffy Gangsters have found the perfect place to attack, which is a long. There's nobody home. They deal with Blaze V-Lone as well. Still gonna get over that username, and that is just gonna be Huckler taken down as well. Easy peasy, it seems, for Fluffy Gangsters. The pistol round might have been a mistake, but again, this is their map pick. They're looking to finish off strong. So Soul B delivers the finish blow, taking the Fluffy Gangsters now with a 1-round lead, putting themselves in that driving seat. I don't know, I'm not too worried right now for Fluffy Gangsters. I think this might not even be double digits for the Gladiators. I love how they, you know, the fierce fighting power with which they converted that pistol, but as soon as we get to the rifles, I think we'll really see who has the driving seat here. Highness will deal with Nakes as well. That is an unfortunate engagement in which he gets 0 frags out of. And look at it, a bit of a backstab, but John is aware, so we'll take down Hazing. Another, and it seems like this is just Fluffy Gangsters looking for kills left, right, and center. Was a low buy for Gladiators, so they will be able to buy rifles in the next, but yeah, this round, I mean, not even a single player found. Some nice damage, that's for sure. But the MP9 still not able to finish off the low HPs. Putting the 4th on the board for Fluffy Gangsters. Fluffy Gangsters to push in, long range. Take down just one. Huckler with more though, and Gladiators finally finding an answer to just this straight up W key approach coming in from Fluffy Gangsters, where they push in, they get the frags, and they look good. finish things off. Gonna be a 2v2 now. Highness gets another, and oh boy, not like this. It's gonna be Nakes with the one, has to find the double. Util reigns in, Molly pushes him away from the site. As Highness looks to take the place on site, will spot the player and deal with it. And that was the swing round. That was a round where it's a 2v4 and you have to win it out to remain in the game, but yeah, Gladiators, they choke up a little bit. Unfortunate. Will be the 5th on the board for Fluffy Gangsters, and I feel like with this, they'll really get that lead going. So push towards mid. Nags though, and W with the frags. What is this? Where were the Gladiators hiding this all game long? They just shut down every single one. Highness and Takanashi. Oh my god, the up pickup puts one more to dust. It's gonna be just Takanashi left in the 1v5. Gonna be able to get Blaze V-Lone, but I feel like from here you have no place to go but home really. 5-3. The score line. Fluffy Gangsters ahead, but that round definitely brings some life back into this game for Gladiators. I feel like they're like, okay, if we can win just so dominantly, surely we can do it again. Fluffy Gangsters are not without issues, but Takaneshi will still get the opening frag. Oh, nice play on the smoke there by Spin. He tries to get away, gets another frag, waiting for the push. John will refrag. 3v3 now. Hazing, the stand-in, pushing in. Same for Blaze V-Lone. They both get a frag. Soul B now is going to be left in a 1v3. I don't think that... I think they know about the bomb, but they probably spotted it, but yeah, don't exactly have hold of it. So Soul B is going to be clearing angles slowly, but really it's a completely empty B bomb site. The longer he waits, the worse it really becomes. Gonna have the player mid just holding up the rotation, and this is a smart backstab as well. This is very well played. Oh, but timing though. Did they hear him? He's waiting. He knows where both players are. Can't get the first, and now he knows exactly where that opper is. I think he even saw the op as well, so this is huge from Soul B. He turns it into a 1v1, drops down the smoke, and is gonna head back to A. Oh my god, the 4-head, the 5-head, 300 IQ Giga Brain moves are insane here. Picks up another smoke, will lay down the plant. Now he is low. He is low, so we're gonna have Nakes just on the pistol. But he's holding the smoke. He's aware of the possibility of Nakes being towards CT. Has to worry about the angles a little bit, but he knows that he was somewhere on B recently. And Nakes is just playing this one very slowly. Making quite a bit of noise here. Getting on the site. 1v3 for Soul B. He clears the wrong angle. He clears the wrong angle, and the USP is gonna get it. And there is a defuse kit as well, so the Gladiators, they win a round. They had little business winning. They had all the business winning in the 1v3, but then Soul B puts up such a good performance. Unfortunately, checks out the wrong spot. So, we are gonna have a rather close game here. Gladiators here have done very well on Fluffy Gangsters mapping, certainly playing leagues above what was expected from them, really. 3v5 now. And Soul B gets the frag on Huckler. And a swing in, and Uramiata was ready, so... Again, they turned this 3v5 into a 3v3. Very low HPs in Soul B and Uramiata, but if a 1v3 was almost possible, a 3v3, a 3v5 rather, surely there's a way into this. Uramiata finds Blaze V-Lone again, and oh boy, this pulls rotations towards B. It's gonna be a completely empty A bomb site. Yeah, we're still seeing these mistakes. As good as Gladiators have been playing these last couple of rounds, we're still seeing mistakes. Another one of them is that the fact that the bomb is just not on A site. I don't know what's the idea. I mean, that's a very good angle to hold, but aim is not... Oh boy, I don't even know what this game is anymore, man. What is Fluffy Gangsters doing? They had an empty bomb site. They chose to just slow walk. And now Gladiators have actually evacuated to go back to B. Alright, this best of 3 is one for centuries to be watched. I feel like both teams get a lot of demo to analyze here. The backstab is coming. This is the op. Taken away. Leaving Soul B in a 1v2 clutch. He knows where hazing is coming from. Has to be careful though. Song made. Soul B gets the first and is aware the defuse is not coming through. And that is an op. Wait, but he's sticking it. He's... Oh my god. What is this game, man? What is the... second half of Dust 2 on this? I said I just hope that this isn't going to be the same game, but man, this at times just looks like a Faceit level 5 lobby. There are so many question marks up in the air. Fluffy Gangsters had a completely open A site. They chose to have the bomb slow walk towards long. In the meanwhile, the A player had a completely clear shot, still couldn't finish things off. I am just as baffled as you guys, really. Don't know what we're seeing right now. It's not pretty, I'll tell you that much. John is gonna get Mr. W here. I think with the push coming in and the M4 picked up, will most likely be Fluffy Gangsters winning it out. Yeah, they get 2, Takanashi and Soul B, with 1 apiece. Leaving just Blaze, Velo, and hazing. Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit. I feel like that's how Fluffy Gangsters are playing right now. That's a good round to convert. Where was this in the previous, you know? Well, at least they fixed whatever we signed last round. This is going to be Fluffy Gangsters now. Not giving the lead over to Gladiators here. We'll make it a 6-5 half. And hazing is pushing in towards long, but I have no idea where he's going for this. Again, like, what are we doing here, guys? Like, we have 1 player alive here. Hazing. Taken down by John. So no M4 saved, 5-6 the scoreline. Seems like the Gladiators, as much as they want this map... Look, even if they get only 5 on the CD side, that's still gonna be good. Like, T side is still usually your better side, at least for Fluffy Gangsters. The CD side is their worse, so... I think Gladiators is still, you know, in a good position to convert. Not exactly a great one. We'll certainly have to deal with some issues. Some problems they've been having, but it's also not a position that you can't dig yourself out of. Especially if you win the pistol, you know, this could be 6-8. It is going to be a difficult round to convert, though. This has to be done with just the Eagles then, so most likely a 7-5. Go for the peek. Gonna backstab him. Blaze Velon actually gets a kill for free, but what else is free here is the B bomb site. They've made their way onto it. They even pushed through the smoke in no way that Hucker. They're not gonna expect it. Hazing gets another one with the Deagle. And wait, dude. I don't think they clear this. The MP. I don't know, man. This game. These are quarterfinals, by the way. You know, one of these teams will be the best of 4 teams playing in this tournament. Yeah. Fluffy Gangsters with the 7th. Don't exactly know what's happening. But will be that 2-round lead. But as I said, I mean, you win this round, it's pistols. The other one is up against Pistols with rifles. This could be a 7-7 game with Gladiators playing on the better side if they just win the pistols. Well then, the pistols. Aggressive for Fluffy Gangsters. They get information, but they also lose Takanashi, and that kind of opens up A. Yuramiata will have to hit quite the shots here. We'll try to get away from the angle. Ooh, but Huckler gets another. Highness with one with the USP, but has to get a couple more. And they're not even committing towards A anymore. They've found a completely open B bomb site. Problem is, though, that the bomb is not there. So if actually they deal with this, it's gonna get a little bit weird. Well, he's V-Lone in a good position. But he's fighting fights alone. I don't know what the idea here was. They get back. Yuramiata gets a frag. Nakes will get one. 2v2 now, but Gladiators, they have to convert this. This was their round. Written all over it. The double swing, I now know about both, but the aim is not going to be there. Nakes gets a crucial triple to close this one out. Just a weird round again. So, that might be that. This might be Fluffy Gangsters now, losing the lead that they had. And what's more, having some real trouble converting. John will get hazing. Push comes in. Nikes gets the frag as well. Nikes with another. Nikes. Is it the Reebok or Nike? You know what I mean? Old school one. Well then, that's the Gladiators finishing up things in style. 1-5-7. 7-7 is the scoreline. And now Fluffy Gangsters, I think they're a little bit rattled here. They did not expect such a close fight coming in from the Gladiators. On a map where really they should have had the upper hand. This is ancient. This is a great map for them. So, just the USPs. That forest buy from Fluffy Gangsters does not work out at all. The Deagle will be good for 2. Gonna run him down, they do. And last USP herd as well. Taken care of. This is Gladiators now in the lead, playing on the better side of this map. Well, I kinda start to have some questions here. Fluffy Gangsters certainly have not delivered how they should have. Molly will tag some players up, and that is shaky aim. Takaneshi still comes out on top in that engagement. Sol B finds another, so yeah, they find a little bit of life in this. Those are great 2 opening picks. They were kind of given away almost, you know, they like... Gladiators just rushed in alone, there were no refrags. Or EV5 now. Yuramiata with the double, and this one just gets shut down. No problems posed. Easily dealt with. Nakes still moving in, but I mean, cash is there, so he's looking to take some rifles away. Fluffy Gangsters will win out of the round, equalizing it 8-8. They've picked up 4 AKs now as well, so that's really good for them. What more? Their economy, at least, not to be wiped immediately, but if you look at the side of Gladiators, that's where the money problem is. If they lose this round, only good money on Spint and Blaze V-Loan, so that's not the required 3 to go for a force in the next one, to go for a buy. So Fluffy Gangsters get a chance to get a 1, buy 1, take 1 for free deal here. What? Huh? Takanashi, I mean, he confirms so much information. So does Sol B now. No way, he goes for the peak. Yeah, that should be punished. Still, through the smoke, John will find a double. Highness with another through the smoke. And, I mean, they just knew exactly where these players are located. So, spraying through the smokes, dealing with the issue. We'll leave Huckler left in the 1v3. But where, really, then, is the question. Oh, boy. Not something we expected here. Nine to 8. Fluffy Gangsters not only take the lead, also put Gladiators on no cash, which will still turn into a buy. I don't know if I like this idea, because if you lose, it's 11 to 8. You know, a Deagle and a Tech 9, those are difficult weapons to get kills with. As I say that, of course, the Caster's Curse did not prove me more wrong. Maybe Blaze V-Loan to not only get the frag, but pick up the AK as well. So now, not only you have the player advantage, you also have a pretty much good buy. Takanashi will take down Blaze V-Loan though. So now we get to this, the double setup towards Cave, which grants them 1. They keep on with the push, get another. Not ready for the third though. Highness spins on 180, gets it, leaves Huckler in the 1v2. Problem is the bomb is down. They do peek into it, so Huckler just gets 1 for free. There was no reason to swing that. Absolutely none. You had the bomb down. Didn't have to go for the peek. Takanashi, perfect timing to peek, and you will find a headshot on Huckler. Putting 10 on the board for Fluffy Gangsters. And that's why I was worried about that buy, because now you're in a situation where you're pretty much giving away the 11th to Fluffy Gangsters, and yeah, that's just not a good spot to be in. They'll still go for the Deagles though, so, you know, with the max loss bonus and everything, they can afford this. I believe 4.4k for most of these players in the next round. So we'll see what the Deagles can do. There certainly have been some weird rounds on Dusty with them. So far so good. Sol B gets overwhelmed, but John is right there to get the refrag. Surely they don't, they keep pushing, which is a choice that you don't have to make. It still works out. Highness finds Blaze Velo in the perfect timing, and this is just going to be 11th on the board for Fluffy Gangsters. They play way better on the CD side than I expected to bring this one back, because Gladiators, we have to remember, they were up 8 to 6 here. Right? Like, this was no joke. So Molly laid down. Pushing towards long. This is insane aggression. Oh my god. We didn't have these moments for a couple of rounds, but seems like they've come back. Just question marks in the chat, really. Those type of moments. They'll try to run down Sol B, and they will, but John, long range aggression is just unrelenting right now. It also means that you get exposed from different angles. Blaze Velo, a little bit lucky to get that frag, but we'll do it. And so this round slowly but surely going the way of the Gladiators. Yeah, you don't have to push too much. Oh, they heard this. Blaze Velon will get it with the Deagle. So, 11-9 the scoreline. We thought that this was over with, that this was done. Fluffy Gangsters looked like the better team, but there certainly have been some issues with how they've been playing. Wouldn't exactly call it an easy game for them. Takaneshi, though, in a great position. Yura Miyata, the anime dynamic duo, is gonna get the double, making it the 3v5. And get a frag, Takaneshi with the refrag. Soul B gets one, Highness with another, and that's gonna be 12 on the board for Fluffy Gangsters. (12-9) the scoreline. Just one away from putting this one in the bin. Fluffy Gangsters, they had a bit of a trouble converting on Dust 2, but eventually did do it. So here, I mean, it shouldn't put too much of a pressure on them. John is going to get the opening frag on Spint. And that has really been one of Gladiator's best players. And Dust 2 was not showing up here. They need him. They've lost him. Yura Miyata finds another. And you can see the Gladiators just look deflated at this point. They push alone. They go for plays they probably should not have went for. I mean, this is just all out of the ordinary. Blaze Velon will find Soul B as well. They can get the 3v4. Takaneshi actually finds one. 2v4 now. Takaneshi with another. And Blaze Velon, seconds before disaster, will go down as well. So that is going to be our second best of 3 of today. The first one was a huge upset. It was Fortis winning out 2-0 up against Peep to move to the semifinals. But this one, Fluffy Gangsters, even though we had reschedules and we had replays of Dust 2 and whatnot, Fluffy Gangsters are going to be your winners. They move on to the semifinals now to play up against group leaders, either Pre-C or Force Reload tomorrow, I believe. So for today, that is going to be more or less it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, apologies for having to restart. Just rules are rules. Sometimes some players, you know, if they go missing or if they're not following some of them, we'll have these replays. Either way, it is going to be it for today. And getting rather late, you know, got to go to sleep. Got to be ready for these teams to play tomorrow in the semis. It is going to be early matches tomorrow. But for today, that is going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and see you tomorrow with the semifinals. Bye-bye.